Before we went on the ropes course, we had to put on harnesses. Me and Bernard could not get ours to be tight enough, so we asked Raphael, our group leader, to do them for us. He could not get them tight enough, so he asked the ropes course person to do them again. In the end, we were both all ready to go. The harnesses me and Bernard thought felt pretty uncomfortable. When we were rock climbing, I was encouraged by my friends a lot that I had to get to the top of the wall. Olivia told me that if I wanted to get to the top, my foot had to go on a certain bit on the rock wall that was grey and shaped like a rocket. Bernard told me that when I get to the top, touch the chain and he would take a picture. He did, and in the end I got to the top through all my friends' encouragement. I was very proud of myself, and I think I did very well. In the Alpine Zoo, we saw an owl on a very wet and rainy day. The owl was probably very annoyed because it was very wet and cold. It was probably trying to get a lot of the water out of its feathers when it was shaking them. I think the owl did very well because the whole time loads of drips of water were coming from the owl's feathers. I think it looked annoyed and I think it was not very happy at all. In Verbier we did 2 hikes. On one of them we built animal homes for other animals. My group built a house for snails, lice and other small bugs. Our house contained very specific objects like a swimming pool, a living room, a WC and lots of other rooms. Our house was really cool and in the end I put a bridge there. It was pretty awful, the bridge, because all the time it was practically falling down. But in the end, we put something under the bridge that made it hold. It was a very cool house, and I think we did really well. On our second hike in Verbier, we did art up in the mountains. We had a game where we had to collect as many things from the environment as possible. My group collected loads, and in the end, we made a dartboard. They had bullseyes, triple lines, double lines and single lines. The dartboard that we made looked very cool. In Verbier we went to a glacier museum. It was really cool there and interesting because we learned all about a man called Jean-Pierre Perrodin. He was very important in his village that he lived in because he was the keeper of all the village salt. He kept it all, so when people needed salt, they came to him to buy it. He also studied glaciers. It was very interesting, but at the end we had to do a big sheet of work, which was not very fun. At the ropes course, the person there cared for us by helping us put on harnesses. We were very safe in the end, because of the person there. He helped us get harnesses on, and it was a very cool experience on the ropes course in the end. We were safe, and if we fell, we would be completely safe because he cared for us and took the time to put on our harnesses. In the Alpine Zoo in Verbier, we were appreciating the animals by being quiet. We also had to do work, but we did not scream or shout if we just discovered something. We went through a simple process doing work. It was look, think, write. Because firstly, you looked at the animals, then you thought what you were going to write, then you wrote down what you did and drew a picture. It was really cool, but it was really raining. I think we did well at appreciating the animals that day. In Verbier, we made houses for animals to live in. Our group made a house for snails, lice and other small creatures. Our house included a living room, a WC, a bridge to get to the other side of the river, a swimming pool and many other things. We appreciated the nature by letting the house go for other animals that needed homes and could not find them. We named our house Bricks and played a joke that our house costed 800 million flies. So like animals have to pay food to get the house. In Verbier, I had my birthday. It was really cool because I got to have my birthday away from home. The whole day I had a lot of fun. At the end of the day, I got to have cake. In Verbier, we played a lot of football outside. All the time it was really sunny there, so we could play outside without getting wet. On the first game we played, it was my birthday, and we played Mrs. Hugo's class against the rest. We won in the end, 3-0. Our team was mostly the boys, but some of the girls decided to play in Mrs. Hugo's class. At the end, I nearly scored, but I just missed because I got the ball on my chest and whacked it, but it hit the post. We did well. To win 3-0, it was pretty difficult against the rest because they had all the adults playing. On one of our hikes, our group played a game of wrestling. In the end, we had a big challenge to get down Raphael. At first, Raphael killed Bernard, while me and Dennis walked from the side. We were thinking about how could we attack Raphael, as Chris and Bernard did, and get a good shot at him to take him down. Chris and Bernard did well, but Bernard died onto the floor about 2 seconds into the game. It was really funny to watch, because me and Dennis could laugh at Bernard because he was doing funny motions on the floor. It was very fun. And in the end, me and Dennis defeated Raphael easily.